From the Rio Grande Valley, let's give a warm welcome to Dion Summers.
Hi everybody, greetings from South Texas. My name is Dion Summers and I'm very happy to be on the show today.
Well, it's been a long time since I wanted you on the show, so tell me a little bit about the origins of Dion Summers. Like, what prompted you to start doing drag?
Just like every other little faggot, I would put on my mom's little heels and my mom's dresses. But not when she was home. You know, all of us wait for that 1 second when they went to the grocery store or they went out to get some lottery tickets. You know, we're from the valley, so we always buying lottery tickets. Bitch, those 10-15 minutes was heaven. You go into the closet, you get what you find, and you start at it. When you're a kid, you don't have any idea that you're gonna do it like later on in life as a drag, or like as a show, or as a career, or as a hobby. It's kind of just for fun. It wasn't never intended to become anything more than a little playful adventure in mom's clothing. Eventually, I realized that I'm pretty entertaining and that I'm pretty fierce and fabulous. So why hold that back from the world, you know? So that's when Dion Summers unleashed the beast, and that's what you see now today.
Does your family know that you do drag? I mean, did they support you at first?
When I first started, I hid it from them because I didn't know what the reaction was gonna be. So it was more like, oh, this is my friend's dress, or this is my girlfriend's size 10 heels, or this is my girlfriend's extra large bra. Yeah, it started like that, and eventually one time, I had a pageant to do in San Antonio, and I had no ride. My car had broken down, and I called my mom. And I told her that I needed a ride for me and my friend to a pageant in San Antonio because I was dancing for my friend. And another nail came off. And so she's like, no me hagas pendeja, bitch. Like, I know it's the pageants for you, bitch. Like, don't think that I'm stupid. So I'm like, and ever since then, when my mom found out, and ever since then, I never looked back, or nobody else's opinion has mattered other than hers, and her support has allowed the rest of my family to also be very supportive and open about it. They're always very eager to see the new pictures, to see the new videos, so it's pretty cool.
Like you mentioned before, you participated in many pageants.
Oh,
McAllen.
Participate, aka lose a lot of pageants, Jeez.
Lose a lot of pictures. But you know what? You still have the drive to participate. And you're currently first alternate from Miss Gay Texas,
Absolutely.
USofA, and you will be participating and competing for Miss Gay USofA at the national level.
What's the mentality and the process to prepare for a pageant like that?
You know, it's been a long time waiting. You know, it's something that you think about at one point or another when you start this career. Like, am I good enough to be that girl? Can I get there? And now that I've been doing it for a total of, I want to say 12 years, and counting, on and off, you know, it wasn't consecutive, but 12 years on and off. The mental process that comes behind all this preparation, it has to be on a really high magnitude. You have to be able to do and go above and beyond what the expectations of everybody else has of you. You have to go above and beyond the limits that you know that you have on yourself. You have to go and do more than what's expected of you, because at this caliber, all the girls are either have an amazing body or have amazing talent or have amazing financial stability or one thing or another. So getting ready for this national, you have to prepare financially, physically, mentally. You know, you have to prepare with your soul. You have to prepare whether you're going to win or lose. You have to go in there headstrong as a contender and not as a contestant. You know, everybody's a contestant, everybody's a number, but you have to go in there ready to win the fight. You have to go in there prepared. You have to go in there summerfied, Dion summerfied, and kick those bitches' ass. You know, at the end of the day, I am a very humble person, but I've waited so long to be on this stage. I've waited so long. I've never been on the USofA stage, and I'm so eager to show every single body there why Dion Summers has a fan base.
All right, Dion, let's switch gears here. And when you hit the stage, what type of show the audience is going to see? Like, what kind of stuff are you going to be serving up?
You know, it's funny that you asked that, because no matter if it's like a little show or if it's a big out-of-town gig or if it's a pageant, I always get super nervous. And I'm there and I'm trying to calm down. I'm asking for shots and for drinks, and I'm like, oh my God, and I get really overwhelmed. And then when I get out there, it's just pure, like pure delight, pure just fierceness, pure just confidence. As a male, I'm also very confident, so it's not that big of a switch. It's just more of the essence of feeling more feminine when you're in drag and embodying that like gigantic female cat that's inside all of us. And I prowl. And And after I prowl a little bit, then I start kicking and bucking and splitting and stuff.
If you remember, when I used to live down in McAllen, I remember you rehearsing right up to the minute when you took the stage with your backup dancers and everything. Is that something that you normally do?
Not normally anymore. You know, before the times that you're remembering, we used to have huge venues here in McAllen. Our clubs were gigantic. They were 2-story clubs. So I feel that when you're on a stage and it's a stage much bigger than you, you know, it's just like any other, you know, top 40 artists. You're gonna have a big production. You're gonna have backup dancers. You're gonna have lights and costumes. So the least that I could do for my community here is, you know, having such a big venue with such a big stage and lights. You know, the least that I could provide for them was, you know, a bigger sense of entertainment. You know, with backup dancers and costuming. Nowadays, I don't do it so much because the venues have gotten a little bit smaller. And out of town, I don't do it either because it's, you know, it's hard to travel with a big entourage. Nevertheless, you know, I'm not one to depend on backup dancers or lights and cameras. So, bitch, you can put me in a dark room and it's still gonna work out, honey. You know, just saying.
So tell me, what's your dream venue or places that you would love to perform?
Actually, I never told this to anybody because nobody's ever asked me that. I would love to perform at the Baton. That's in Chicago, and it's pretty much like a theater, and it's more glamorous more than anything. It's not about nudity. It's just very classy entertainment, and it's not that I'm saying that I'm classy or anything. It's just that that stage is so. It's the Continental stage, so anybody who knows, if you grace the stages of USofA or Continental, those are the top two. And I say Continental, not USofA, because USofA, I'll be there in May. And I'm gonna grace that stage very, very well. So aside from that, the only one that I would aspire to be on would be the Continental one.
I've noticed that you were in the Marines. What prompted you to join the military, and were you doing drag before or after serving?
After high school, it was an option. It was either Oklahoma State University or the Marine Corps. And I was younger, of course, literally I was younger, and I was not as informed about the world, and I hated to be told what to do at that age. So everybody was telling me, you're gonna go to college, you're gonna be a dancer, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. And I was going through my rebellious stage, and I did not want to be told what to do. So I did what the most contradicting decision of all was to join the Marine Corps. You know, that's the last thing anybody expected me to do. That's the last thing anybody saw me doing. But I went to boot camp and accomplished that. I was not doing drag at all at that time. It wasn't even crossing my mind. It was just the childhood fantasies of us in my mother's closet, but never did I lip sync to a song or think of putting on a wig, not that far. It was just, you know, throwing things on or whatever. But during the Marine Corps, it was just, it was crazy. You know, you learn a lot of things that you actually might use in life later on. You know, you learn life skills, you learn life lessons, and they pretty much break you down and build you into a stronger individual. You know, a lot of people suffer from low self-esteem and lack of confidence, and what the Marines do is that they instill that in you. They instill that in you, and they make you a much stronger person. And it's the kind of people we need in the front line. We need strong people like me.
So what's the drive behind you continuing doing drag?
Why do I do drag? You know, earlier in the segment, in the interview, I said that I did it 12 years on and off, and not consecutively. But and I've told several of my friends this, that the reason I do drag and I continue to do drag is A, because I'm good at it, most importantly. B, it's ever changing, it's ever evolving, and just like myself, I adapt. You know, I'm forever evolving. I don't look now the way I looked yesterday, or 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, the same way I won't look the same way tomorrow. But the main reason why I do drag is because I realize that drag, as a platform, as an art form, as anything that is considered, has always been available to me. You know, drag has never closed its doors on me. Drag has never said, no, Dion, you can't do it. Drag has never put a boundary on me and said, no, you're too old, or you're too fat, or you can't. There's never been something that tells me that I can't do it. I like knowing that in drag you can become anybody, you can be anything, and you can just be free. Drag will never turn its back on you. Drag will always be there for you in every which way, shape, or form. And it's amazing. It feels good to go out there and, you know, release some stress and entertain people. And people feel good that they're out and make sure they're having a good time.
So if people are in the Rio Grande Valley in South Texas, where can they find Dion Summers perform?
If you're in the Rio Grande Valley, I'm probably not here. I'm always traveling. I do own my own gym, so we're constantly traveling, doing choreography and cleaning up routines across the state and South Texas. But in case of shows, you would find me at the Recovery Room, located in McAllen, Texas, on the corner of Fresno and 17th Street, and hosted by many of the girls, you know, Catherine, Lane B, Asa, Valerie, a lot of the girls. In Brownsville, you might find me sometimes at Studio 69. And that's about it. The other clubs don't like me. Just kidding. I'm always find myself busy, so it's kind of hard to fit in a booking in there, you know, but truth tea.
All right, Dion, thank you so much for taking time and being on this episode of Land of 1,000 Queens. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Love you. Anytime, hit me up.
If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to know more about Dion's social media accounts, they're all listed in the description box below. And be sure to follow me on social media as well. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Land of 1,000 Queens. I'm JOSHTV, and we'll see you next time.